Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so got a pickups video for you today. This is not to do with any of the collections I've been doing, but this is just everything else. So I've got a bit of everything today. I've got games, I've got a system to show you that I picked up recently, which I've been really enjoying quite a lot. So yeah, let's just get into it because there's a fair bit to get through. So first up, we're going to start off with the Nintendo DS. So lately, Champion 2D Rob has been posting a lot of Nintendo DS stuff on Instagram, which, as you know from previous videos, got me hooked in playing the DS, and I was playing my James Bond games, really enjoyed them, upgraded my DS Lite to a DSi XL, loving that. And yeah, I've been very heavily influenced by Rob. There's been a lot of games he's been showing that have been really interesting to me. I haven't gone mad and picked them all up, they're just on my list, so when I need something to play, I'll buy them. But he put one up a while ago now, probably a week or two ago, and it looked really interesting. I thought I'd have a look at that. I like the look of it. It was cheap. It only cost me £5, so I grabbed it and I played it today. And it is called XG Blast. So this is, Rob said it was classed as a twin stick shooter. I don't know the difference. But yeah, this is really fun. I was actually pleasantly surprised. £5, well worth the money. I started playing it this morning, and it basically reminds me of Asteroids, but more frenetic. There's a lot more going on. Very colourful and bright. The sound design, I've got to turn apparently got in the options, there's choices. It's set to high at the moment, so I need to turn that down because it's far too loud. But it sounds like a big ass arcade machine just going off. There's just explosions and gunfire and everything. It's brilliant. But it definitely reminds me of Asteroids. You're in a little area. There's lots of these enemies spawning. Instead of having like Asteroids where the asteroids are floating around, they just spawn in different parts of the screen. And you have your D-pad to move your ship around. You have the buttons to fire left, right, up, down. And then you have the two shoulder buttons. Left shoulder button does your asteroid shield, and then the right hand shoulder is like a big pulse charge which you can use only a few times, but it's to help clear the screen when it gets a bit too hectic. I was really enjoying this today. It's very simple gameplay, as I say, like Asteroids, but it's really fun and really drew me in straight away. I was surprised how hooked I got on it immediately. You know, and when you clear an area, it feels really quite satisfying as well. It wasn't too difficult to start with. It started to get a bit more tricky as I went through a few levels, but yeah, I've got to say, Rob, thank you very much for that, mate. Great recommendation. For £5, you can't argue with that at all. Really great addition to the DS games. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to checking out all the other games he's recommended, because he's recommended some cracking games. I found out there's a Gianna Sisters, didn't even know it was on the DS, so that'll be a good one to play. But yeah, XG Blast, definitely recommend it. As I say, £5, dirt cheap. If you like a good old blast them up like that, an old Asteroids Atari era style game, you're going to love this. Brilliant. Right, next one. So I got a couple of PlayStation games. I went out to Bridgewater recently. I was over there for a bit. Haven't been there for a few years now, but I was over in Bridgewater. And when I was over there, the plan was I was going to go to CEX, and there's also a retro game shop called Insane Games. So I thought, right, when I'm over there, I'll have a look, see what they've got in stock. In particular for CEX, I was looking for a particular system, but the games they had, unfortunately, were not in very good condition, or they were platinum editions, so I just didn't bother. And they didn't have a whole lot. I went into Insane Games. To be quite honest, they've moved shop. They've moved just down the road now, and they haven't really got a lot at all. There's barely anything that piqued my interest, so that was a bit disappointing. So I was feeling a bit deflated. But the night before, I'd forgotten what the name of Insane Games was, because I say it's been a couple of years since I've been over there. So I googled it to try and find out what it was, and I found out there's another one, and I can't remember the name of the company, of the shop. I'll stick it on the screen. I'll find out after I've done this video. But there's a little tiny shop, just a couple of doors up from Greg's, and it's really just a door opening with some stairs, and you go up there and there's a shop. I assume they haven't been around for too long, but as I've not been there for a couple of years, maybe I'm wrong. But they have like shitloads of Funko Pops and figures and all that, and Blu-rays and whatnot. But they have a room dedicated to the retro. So they've got, it's not like they've got tons, but they've got a decent amount in there. They've got PlayStation 1, 2, 3. They've got Xbox stuff in there. They've got a little bit of Switch. And in the cabinets, they've got a tiny bit of proper retro, like your N64, your Master System, your Mega Drive. Honestly, that stuff wasn't really up to my standards, and there was a couple of games I was interested in, but like Mega Drive wise, there were games I wanted, but didn't have a hang tab, and you know, I'm a bit anal like that, so I didn't pick those up. But I did pick up a couple of PlayStation games, and they're nothing spectacular, but they're fun ones that I enjoy playing. And so following on from XG Blast, I did actually pick up a copy of Asteroids on the PS1. So yeah, cheap and cheerful game. Nice little port of Asteroids, very colourful and bright, good music on it. It's very much of the PlayStation era. So it's asteroids, you know what to expect. You know, you're floating around in space, blasting asteroids. Try not to boost too much so you don't crash. Use your shield, blow everything up, move on to the next section. It's simple, it's fun, it's great. Really nice little port. I found it quite tricky on the PlayStation. I've played it a few times now. I've owned it a few times, in fact. And I've always kind of struggled. I'm not very good at it. I'm just not very good at asteroids, period, I think, to be honest. I overuse the boost too much. I tend to go flying off the screen and can't bring back the control and get killed. But yeah, decent little port. Well worth adding into the collection, I think. So, and it's very cheap as well, so that helps. Then I picked up one more PlayStation game, another shoot 'em up, and that is X2. So I've owned this before. It's in very nice condition. One of these lovely dual case CDs, which I absolutely love. All complete, which is nice. As is Asteroids as well, to show you that as well. So there you go. Lovely manual. Oh, there goes the reg card. Great. Yeah, really nice condition. I'll get the reg card in a bit. But yeah, X2. I first saw this on Eddie Rollercore's channel years ago when he was doing his PlayStation collection. Decent little shooter, very Amiga-like. Horizontal, I think there might be some horizontal, vertical parts in there, if I remember rightly as well. But primarily, it's a horizontal shoot 'em up. It's good. It's not one of the greatest shoot 'em ups of all time by any means, but I quite like it. It's fun. It can be quite difficult as well, but graphically really nice. Got a nice soundtrack to it. I mean, it's just a bog standard side-scrolling shoot 'em up. So, yeah, nice additions to the collection. Right, okay. So, onto the system that I picked up. I've talked about this in the previous videos that I was thinking about getting one of these, and again, Champion 2D Rob comes to the rescue because he keeps posting stuff on Instagram. Rob's a nightmare at the moment. It's not just me, it's you know, it's Stu Ninja Bear Hug as well. He's like, keeps seeing things he wants as well. But Rob has been posting some absolutely great posts on Instagram, some games that I'd never heard of, didn't know were available, and have really influenced my purchasing quite a bit lately. But I had to pick one of these up. I've wanted one of these for a long time now. I just never got around to picking one up. I finally did, and it is the PSP. So, of course, at the moment, people seem to be loving the PSP. I know Ninja Bear Hug's thinking about getting one of these again. I hope you do, Stu. Pixel Paul talks about this a lot, how he was talking about in his recent video, how there seems to be a resurgence of PSP love at the moment, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing in terms of collecting, we'll see. But yeah, I've got to be honest, I've got a lot of nostalgia. I owned one when they first came out. I got one from Japan on import, and I owned PAL ones as well, if I remember rightly. I had a PSP 3000 in white. I really enjoyed this. It's the one handheld that's really gotten the most out of me as a handheld game. I'm not a big handheld guy, as I've said before, but the PSP was the one machine that I really, really enjoyed a lot. And you know, back then, I played a shitload of Ridge Racer, a ton of Buster Move, a bit of Coded Arms. I really, really enjoyed this console, this handheld, should I say, a lot. And as I've said in my handheld history video, the reason really was because at that time I was traveling quite a lot on the train. So it was the perfect time for the PSP to come out because it gave me something to play on my journey. And you know, it used to take a few hours to do that. So I used to get a lot of enjoyment from this. And you know, since I picked it up a couple of weeks ago, I've been playing it. It's fantastic, it's still great. I was surprised. I mean, this is a 2000, so it's a slim and light model, and I've compared sizes of all three models. There isn't a big difference, to be quite honest. But it just feels really small. I was absolutely amazed. In my mind, and this is how the memory tricks you, the PSP was a big handheld with a big screen. It's got, I think, a 4.3 inch screen, which by today's standards with phones is not that big. But it is sufficient, it does a great job, and it's really bright and vibrant. The games look incredible. I'm amazed how well these games have aged. I've been watching a lot of different gameplays on YouTube to get an idea of some games I was interested in, and they look incredible on it, really do. It feels very comfortable. I was really surprised actually. It does. It's a great design. It's a very comfortable D-pad. I've never been a fan of PlayStation D-pads. I've always thought they're crap because I don't like the spacing between the different up, down, left, right. But it does feel really nice. The buttons feel really nice. The shoulder buttons feel really good. The placement all feels good. The analog stick I haven't had to use yet. I did try it on a game that I picked up. I'll talk about in a bit. But quite frankly, the D-pad works way better, so I stopped using it. But yeah, when you touch it, you remember the springiness of that analog stick and how it feels. It's great. I remember using it the most for Coded Arms back in the day. But let's just crack on. So I've got the PSP. So it's in really nice condition. I was really happy. I mean, it's glossy, so the silver bit's got some scratches, of course. You're going to get that. I got a really good price on it as well, and it came with a load of games and films as well. So I'll just quickly show you the films because I'm not that bothered about UMD films, but it came with a sealed copy of Jumper, which is a film I watched oh God, what, about a year, maybe 2 years ago for the first time on Amazon. My dad recommended it to me because he'd seen it and I'd never watched it. It was all actually a pretty decent little film. Got Sam Jackson in, so that's always a great thing. Yeah, not bad. And this is I don't know if that's like a platinum because it's got the silver. I don't know how it works with the films, how they release them, but it looks like a platinum game releasing it. But yeah, sealed copy. I don't know if that's a real seal. Oh, it is actually. Yeah, I've just noticed it's got the PSP. You might see there the PSP strip. So yes, it is 100% legitimately sealed. So that's quite a nice addition. I'm probably not going to watch films on it, I'll be honest with you. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole because they are cheap, and you know, I've got HD, DVD and Blu-ray, and I've got a couple of DVDs, and I've got a couple of VHS knocking around. I really don't want to go down the UMD disc route, and it's not practical. I mean, I watched one film back when this was a current system on the train, and it was a good experience with the headphones on. It works brilliantly. One thing I will say about PSP, I have noticed, the sound is really good, but when you put headphones on, it's like next level. The sound quality is so good with headphones when you're playing your games. But yeah, the films, I'm not going down that route. So these are just ones that came with it. I won't pick any more, promise. Right, we've got Pirates of the Caribbean Black Pearl, Curse of the Black Pearl. It's in all right condition. Again, a platinum job. I don't know which one this is. I can't remember the order in which these films came out. I think I like the first. I really like the first one. The second one was all right. The third one was good. And then I can't remember the fourth one, what that was. What was the fourth one? The crap one. I don't know if there's 4 or 5 of them. I can't remember how many bloody. There's been so many, I can't remember. Then a really good film, iRobot. And I've just noticed actually, yeah, they're all platinum tops. So I'm not sure if that's like a standard thing. It's been years since I've looked at these anyway. But yeah, I mean, obviously Will Smith, bit of an arsehole, but nonetheless, bit of a shame. The film itself's very good. You know, as an actor, he still does a great job, even if he's a prick in real life. Right, so that's the films. Onto the games. So there's a couple of games I just don't care about, and not my style of game that came in this bundle. We've got Battlefront 2, I couldn't give a toss. You got a chess game, really couldn't give a toss. And then even worse than that, we've got FIFA 06. I mean, this is just not up my street whatsoever. But I will actually try this one just to see what a football game's like. Because thinking about it, it should be quite good on a platform like the PSP and a handheld. I just don't give a shit about football. But there is one game that I will actually play, and that is Call of Duty Road to Victory. Is it Road or Roads? Roads, plural, to Victory. I did pop this on just to test the machine when it first came, before the game that I ordered that I wanted to play came. So I haven't actually played this properly yet. It's alright. I mean, it's awkward because you've only got one analog stick, so you have to do it N64 style and use the buttons for looking around, which is tricky as hell on a little handheld like this. But I'll persevere and see if I can get through it, and I'm sure it'll be okay with the analog stick. But graphically, I must admit, even though it's the first part of the game, it looked very nice, very good. I know that a lot of people, myself included, will say that this is really a portable PlayStation 2. I need to check out the specs because it doesn't look, from games I've been playing on it, it looks more than PS2. It looks better than PS2, but not as good as PS3. It really does feel like a middle ground. I don't know. It'd be interesting to know. I should watch some videos really about it. I'm sure somebody's done a real deep dive on the PSP. But yeah, anyway, those are the ones that came with it, and I picked up 2 games for myself. So the first one I picked up, no brainer, I'm sure you know what it is, Ridge Racer. It's always bloody Ridge Racer with me. Yeah, this is absolutely incredible. I had this when I had my Japanese PSP back in the day, played the hell out of it on the train, and I just got so much enjoyment from this game. And I've been playing it, and it is fantastic. The graphics are absolutely stunning on it. It's far better than the DS game that I picked up recently. By a country mile, it looks so much better. The lighting effects with the sunlight, stunning on it. The handling is absolutely solid. It grips the floor perfectly. The music is, when you put the headphones on, the music is absolutely fantastic. Such a great soundtrack. The speech, the encouragement, just everything about it. I've been burning around the tracks, getting first places, left, right and centre. I absolutely love it, and I cannot wait to pick up Ridge Racer 2. I did ask Rob, because he posted it on Instagram, what's it like, and he went, more of the same, and I said exactly what I want. So I'm really happy with that. Yeah, really looking forward to getting the Ridge Racer. And now, when I was out in Bridgewater and I picked up those 2 games, Asteroids and X2 for the PS1, I also found this for the PSP. This is going to become a bloody obsession. You know, the way we all just, well, a lot of us seem to pick up the same game on multiple platforms. I've now got this on original Xbox 360, and now I've got it on PSP. Because I saw it and I thought, oh, didn't know it was on PSP. And it is Peter Jackson's King Kong. I talked about playing the original Xbox game a while back. I played it last year, I think it was, and I never liked it back in the day. I couldn't get into it, but I played it last year, got hooked, completed it, loved it. and I've gone and picked up the 360 version, which I haven't had a chance to play yet, because I want to see how that compares. I know graphically it's going to be slightly better. It is a cross-generation game, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it. But I saw it on the PSP and I thought, I've got to pick that up and just give it a try. It was £2, so I thought, why not? You know, it's worth the money. I don't know if it plays the same, if it's first person or not. I'm assuming they're just going to do a straight first person shooter the same as they've done on the Xbox game. But yeah, why not add it to the collection? £2. And there is the problem. PSP games are so bloody cheap right now. This could easily spiral out of control. So I do have to keep myself under control with this and make sure I don't go mad and just buy a ton. But you know what I'm like. Because there's a lot of great games that I want to play. Now I want to get Bust a Move back because I absolutely loved that at the time. Those kind of games work so well on handheld as well. But yeah, really happy to have a PSP back in the collection. Knowing me, I'll probably pick up other PSPs in the future. I really like the Radiant Red. The Radiant Red is beautiful. I want to get a white one at some point as well. Yeah, and I know from what I've seen as well, the batteries tend to go on these things, and I know Pixel Paul had a problem recently with his UMD tray as well, because there's no button for it, you just literally pull it out, and he was having a problem with that, but he managed to fix it, thank God. So obviously if they do develop faults, I want to get some backup systems as well. I did forget to bring the box with me, the box is down there, so yeah, I got it in the box as well. But yeah, a really good deal. They're not that expensive at the moment. You can get some really good ones on eBay. So yeah, just don't everybody start talking about PSP because we're going to push the prices apart. Right guys, so that's now the first part. So the last bit I've got to show you is some modern stuff, which, you know, I don't tend to do that often these days, but I have picked up a couple of Switch games as well. Now the first one, oh actually I'll just mention as well, he did throw in a loose UMD as well, which was that one, which is Brothers in Arms D-Day. Haven't tried it, don't know it. I'm assuming it's third person. I think most of the Brothers in Arms games are, so I'll try that at some point. Right, so I've got a couple of Switch titles to show you. One I've played, one I haven't because it only came this morning. This one I've been talking about with James, Retro Import Gamer, a while ago, and I was saying I was getting frustrated because I couldn't just get the standard Switch edition of it. And in the end I just caved and gave up and just paid the money because it's not that expensive. So I picked up, and actually as it happens, the box is really nice when it turned up. It is Toki. So obviously a Mega Drive classic, and they've remastered it and updated it for the Switch. This comes with a load of bullshit that I don't care about because it's the collector's edition. So as you can see there, you get a little arcade machine there. There's some art stuff in there. There's, yeah, what do you actually get? You get the game, you get stickers, you get lithographs, the arcade cabinet, and you get a comic book. A comic book would be nice. That would be a nice. I haven't even opened all that stuff. I've just left it in the box because I was playing the game. But this box is actually really nice. I thought it was going to be really big and really thick, and it's going to be a total pain in the arse to store. I mean, it still is a little bit because it's so big, but it's actually really, really nice design and will fit nicely on the shelf. Downside, it's got that shitty German age rating on there. Bloody Germans. I hate that bullshit. So now you got Peggy, which is tiny, a little number 7. And the Germans come in with this massive bleeding thing taking over the space again. I don't know, shocking. But yeah, I've been playing it and it's great. I played it in handheld mode, it was really good. It took me a minute to get used to it because it is literally just Toki with better graphics and better music. So you've still got the one hit kills, which drive me insane on the Mega Drive game, drive me insane on this one. I found that I played it better on the TV than I do in handheld. I don't know what that's about, maybe just because it's a bigger screen, but I got the Pro Controller out, started playing it, I did so much better. I got pretty far, I've gone through a fair few levels so far. I mean, graphically it looks absolutely outstanding. You put it on your TV, it looks great on the Switch OLED, but on the TV, oh man, it looks so good. The music is absolutely incredible on the game. It still plays just like Toki. So if you like the original, you're going to love playing in this version. I'm sure most of you out there have probably played it by now. It's been out for years on the Switch. It's completely fresh to me because I've never played it. I remember Jay Cybersnake 7 picked this up years ago, this version, and he was showing the arcade machine, how you set it up and all of that. Yeah, cracking little game. Really happy to have put that on in the collection for the Switch. You know, it's going to be slow with the Switch. There's so many games out there that I haven't played. It's just a ridiculously huge library. But I'm just going to take my time, buy games, play them, enjoy them, and occasionally I'll talk about them on YouTube as well. And eventually I will buy a Switch 2 whenever the hell that will be in a few years' time. Right, so last game I need to show you is one that came today, arrived this morning, and this is down to Alex L's Arcade, because I saw it on his channel ages ago. I don't know if he was doing a pickup video, he probably was, and on his big flat screen behind him had this, and I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing, I had to get it. It is X-Out Surfaced, I don't know, X-Out Resurfaced. So this is an old Amiga shoot 'em up game, horizontal shoot 'em up game that I played back in the day. There was X out and there was Z out, I believe. I don't remember much about Z out, but I know that X out, Blood Money, and a couple of other shooters I really, really enjoyed on the Amiga. So I saw this, it just arrived this morning. I haven't had a chance to play it yet, so I don't know if it's any good. But I saw it on Alex's TV and I was like, wow, that looks stunning. The graphics on it, absolutely outstanding. I'm loving the fact that they're taking Amiga games and remastering them, reimagining them on the Switch. That's such a great thing. If there are any other Amiga games that have been done, please let me know in the comments, because I really am struggling to find what's available on the Switch. A lot of the videos you watch on YouTube, they don't really go into the kind of games I'm looking for, you know, when it comes to the retro scene. So please just give me some suggestions, because I am pretty clueless on the Switch. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that X out. I'll pop that in later on today, probably have a blast on the old OLED, see what it plays like, and then eventually I'll get it on the TV and use the old Pro controller and really hammer it. But yeah, really happy to have that in the collection. So there you go, those are a few little extra bits that I've picked up recently. As I say, with the channel, I am doing, obviously I've done my Xbox collection now, I'm doing my 360 collection, those videos will be going up, but I'm also going to be popping up the odd pickup video for anything else that I pick up outside of that. I do try and keep like certain consoles like the Xboxes and the Super Nintendo and the Mega Drive, just those on the one video, because I want to, you know, try and keep it focused so that, you know, you don't have to, if you're a Super Nintendo collector, watch a half-an-hour video or hunt through the chapters to get past all the stuff you don't care about just to see the Super Nintendo pickup. So I think it makes sense to have those specific videos for SNES, Mega Drive, etc. But yeah, all the other stuff I like to just throw it in a big video and just have a good old chat about it. And there's my Pro controller there. Yeah, I forgot to put that in there, but it doesn't really matter, Pro controller. You've all seen one, you've probably all got one. But I did pick one of those up recently as well for the Switch, because it's essential. I had to play it on my TV. Right guys, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this pickup video. Leave your thoughts down below as always, and I'll see you next time.